Making a delicious dessert that's also healthy is easier than you might think. All it takes is the right culinary balance of taste, color, and texture so you feel full and satisfied after. Today, we're going to feature a recipe from Easy Peasy Vegan Eats. That's the newest cookbook from executive chef Mary Lawrence. Mary, I love the name of that book. How creative.
Thank you. I'm glad.
And it's not just desserts like we're making today. You have all types of meals in there.
Yeah, side dishes, main dishes, especially sauces that dress up the plate, everything to make it look great.
And you concentrate on vegan. How long have you been vegan?
I've been vegan for 17 years and running my business now. This is the start of the 11th year.
Wow.
Yeah, personal chef business, cooking for people in their homes, teaching classes, yeah, and doing things like this.
And would you say it's catching on or it's more popular than it might have been?
Definitely. I think it's more mainstream. It's become, you know, with the products that are available, it's easier to get the food, and even restaurants you can get vegan food. So it's definitely much easier these days.
And healthier, would you say?
I think it can be both. I try to cook healthy, you know, stick with the whole foods and, you know, fresh fruits and vegetables.
Like the dessert we're having today.
Exactly, yeah. So strawberry season's coming up, so is rhubarb. That's why the two end up kind of going together. So we're doing a dessert, and it's high in vitamin C. So both the strawberries and rhubarb. If you had rhubarb on its own, it's really sour, and that means it's high in vitamin C. So those two combined, the sweet and sour, are a nice combination. The flavors make you feel satisfied.
All right, well, how do we get started?
Well, I'm going to have you do the mixing of the fruit. So I have some strawberries cut up there. These are fresh strawberries. If you don't want to take the time to cut them up, you can just use frozen.
Okay.
And I've cut up the rhubarb also. So the rhubarb, this is a stalk.
That's a little intimidating, Mary. I wouldn't know how to start. You have to peel it, I'm assuming?
It's a little weird. Yeah, it's kind of like celery. You want to just cut off the ends, peel those stringy branches that come with it, and then you're left with the center piece, which is a little bit drier than celery, but you just cut it up the same way. And if you want to just toss that in.
With the strawberries?
With strawberries.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yep, and then I have some organic vegan sugar that you can
Is this
toss
going in
there. Yep,
okay.
right there. And then to thicken it, so you need some kind of thickener because the strawberries will release their juices, so we're adding cornstarch to that, and then a little bit of cinnamon for some flavor, and some salt just to bring out the flavors. And then if you could just do a little splash of vanilla in there as well. And that's just, again, to add a little bit more flavor.
Got it. Ooh, it smells great so far.
Yeah, and really, you could just, you know, have fresh strawberries and just eat them that way without the cornstarch, and they're lovely. So then the topping that's going with that is a high protein, high fiber topping, starting with some almond flour, and this is just going into the food processor.
Okay.
So almond flour, I'm using a buckwheat hemp crisp. So this is a high protein cereal. If you don't have that, you can just substitute oats if you want.
Now, why are you using that? What are the benefits?
I'm doing this because it's entirely gluten-free as well. So this cereal is gluten-free. It's also vegan. I have, instead of refined flour, I'm using a mixed gluten-free flour, which is garbanzo bean, fava bean, some potato starch. So that's...
I mean, explain to our viewers how you don't really taste that. I mean, it's kind of the texture we're dealing with.
It's funny because you think beans in dessert, well, that's weird, you know? But really, you do not taste any kind of a bean flavor. It just kind of comes together. So I'm doing, a little bit of sugar in there, and for some oil, I'm doing coconut oil, which I like the flavor of coconut oil. If you wanted to substitute margarine, you can do that instead. To me, I like coconut, so that's preferable. And then I'm going to do a little bit of canola oil just to kind of bring it together to make it kind of clump up. So we need some of that liquid.
Yeah, because we're making a crust here, right?
Yeah, so it's going on top, and then just a pinch of cinnamon as well. I'm just going to quickly pulse that.
Okay.
So that just kind of starts to clump together. And once it does, then you can come over. So if you want to pour the strawberries right into the baking dish. So this is just an 8x8 baking dish. And I'm just kind of crumbling this together, making sure it sticks together.
Okay.
And just spread that out.
All right.
And then I'll pour that over the top.
So there really should be no guilt in eating this, right? Yeah,
really, you get satisfied, it's filling, and of course the vitamin C and the fiber. So there are some good things as far as dessert is concerned. So it's not all bad for you.
Now, I wonder if someone wouldn't realize it was gluten-free or vegan. Probably not.
Mostly not. And then, you know, for the taste test, of course, everyone can find out today.
We'll do that.
We'll add a little bit of hemp seeds on top, again, just for some more protein, some more crunch. And then to dress it up, I like to do slivered almonds over that. And then those get nice and browned when they cook in the oven. And high in calcium also. So we have omega-3 oil in the hemp. We've got calcium in the
a healthy
almonds.
dessert. I
So,
like
yeah,
it.
all those benefits.
Mary, we're going to throw this in the oven, and we'll taste it at the end of the show. So thank you so much for being here. We'll have the recipe over at WTNH.com. And the name of the book again?
Easy Peasy Vegan Eats.
Very good. Still